Good morning, guys. Well, super early out here in Michigan. I'm sure all my friends and family back in California, it's, 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. But hope you guys are having a good night, good morning so far. Yesterday, my wife made a video that was about her waiting season. And I gotta say, it was a great video, great encouragement. But she talked about something that touched my heart. She's talking about when God told her that we were going to be together. See, when we were kids, 1994 is when we got together. It's almost 30 years now. We had a real tumultuous relationship. I was a drug addict, which she didn't know. We were both young. She was 14, I was 17. It was, we were too young to understand what was going on. We went our separate ways, found out that she had my son, and, we didn't talk much for a lot of years, and I'm sure she held a lot of resentment, which I don't blame her at all. That is something that I made mistakes when I was young. That was real bad. And I don't blame her for having any resentment or anything, but one thing she never did is she never kept my son from me. Good woman. A lot of single moms that have bitterness towards their exes tend to do that. But in 2013, I was in prison. As I've told you guys, I spent a lot of time in there. I got a letter from her talking about that God told her we're going to be together. And I got to admit, convict mentality, even though I was serving the Lord, I've been serving the Lord since 2005. I go, I think she's playing games with me. Well, she was serious. She was dead serious, and she kept telling me, God told me. And I said, okay, I'm going to pray about it. And I was praying and praying and praying and praying, and it took months. Like, I needed God to put a big neon sign on my forehead to say, she's the one. So after much prayer, he took me to his word. He showed me what he says. Diana was my first love. And, she's got the mother of my oldest son. And his word says in Proverbs chapter 5, rejoice in the wife of your youth. Now, we weren't married, but it's like we lived like we were married. And we were young, and we didn't know what that was. So I was so shocked and taken aback that God spoke to me so blatantly and so purposefully that I couldn't do anything but want to be with her. Now here we are, 2024. It's, been about 10 more, almost 11 years since we're back together. God is so good. But one verse that popped in my mind while I was listening to my wife's message was in Psalm 37:4. It says, delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. Now, a lot of times when we're delighting in the Lord, we're praying for things that maybe aren't in his will. And it's really important that even though it says he's going to give you the desires of your heart, that the desires of your heart line up in God's will. And it just so happened that this lined up. I always desired to have a loving, Christ-filled marriage and relationship. And God continues to do that in our life daily, where he's showing us things and helping us grow close together. I always use the illustration of a triangle with God on top, husband and wife at the corners. And it seems like the closer you get to God is the closer you get together. And so I want to encourage you guys today, in your waiting season, whether you're praying, whether you're delighting, whatever it is you're doing, God's going to give you the desires of your heart. Because he wants you to be happy. He wants you to trust him. He wants you to love him. He wants you to have companionship. He wants you to have the things that make you happy. And so I just want to encourage you guys today. God is faithful. He answers prayers. He's all about us following him and serving him, and the works that he does in our life bring him glory. And so we're a walking and living testimony. I just want to encourage you guys today, delight yourself in the Lord. Keep pushing forward. I love you. I'm praying for you. And if you need anything, hit me up in the comments. Have a blessed day.